Over the last few months, I have covered Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto pretty extensively, and today I'm here to answer a question that nobody asks, which is which one of those worlds would I rather live in? Now at first I thought this was going to be a pretty easy answer, but the more I thought about it, I was like, damn, all of these worlds are just kind of awful to live in. Like, some truly heinous shit goes on in every one of these, you know? Like, let's start with Naruto. There's a lot of things that would be awesome about living in the world of Naruto that I'm gonna get to in a minute, but like also I would be a child soldier, which doesn't sound particularly fun. I mean, of course I could just be a normal civilian, but like I don't know what would be the point of that. I'd basically just be living the life I do now, just without technology. Chances are I'm just gonna be a child
आगे क्योंकि मैं अपने में खुद हीरो हूं तो झुके रहना पड़ेगा अगर झुके रहेगा तो ठीक है नहीं तो उसके इतने झूठ पड़ेंगे मुंह पर अगर उसने मेरे सामने स्टार बनने की कोशिश करी तो
soldier that dies on the mission. Hell, I might even die before becoming a real ninja. The ninja exams alone will probably kill me. I might get lucky and be born in a good clan like the Uchiha or Hyuga, but even then I'm probably just gonna be fighting my whole life until I die. And I would be doing it for basically no reason. Again, they don't even have technology. I couldn't even spend my hard-earned money on anything. Like, I'm not about to risk my life in war just so I can buy some new sandals, bro. Like, nah. And you gotta be careful not to make a name for yourself or be too good at your job, because if you become too famous, they might reanimate your ass and make you fight against your friends as a puppet in the next war. And you better hope you never run into Itachi or some other Uchiha that puts you in some 200-year-long genjutsu of eternal pain and suffering. So there is a lot of downsides of living in the Naruto world. 100%, that shit will kinda suck. However, like I said, there are some upsides, which are it would be really fucking cool. Like, you would have so much sauce, bro. Just imagine walking on water, running on walls, shooting fire out of your mouth, summoning this fucking frog mafia boss. It would just be so cool. And if you get the right clothes, you could actually get some good drip. Like, you could actually make the sandals work. So that if my whole family got murdered, at least I got that shit on, you know? If I could just get like a drop of the aura Sasuke had when he was out here killing a bunch of people like Deidara, Orochimaru, Danzo, then it would be kind of worth it, I'm not gonna lie. Another upside would probably just be the more quiet moments. As much as there is so much war and fighting in Naruto, there is such a massive contrast when we see the off days of the main characters when they're just chilling in the village. As we see from the characters in the story, the people who fight together grow a deep bond that I'm sure can only be obtained by experiencing near death together. These are the people you end up fighting for and training your hardest for.
I too have a lot to protect, so I can't fail.
But of course, you'd probably still die a gruesome death.
And they never catch me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me.
One Piece is kind of similar to Naruto. It sounds like it'd be fun at first, but then you remember all the fucked up and twisted shit that happens to people there, and it's just like, damn, y'all really live like this? I mean, there is like a 99% chance that you have the most tragic backstory of all time, where you get forced to murder everyone you've ever loved and sell your soul to a demon or some shit. I feel like literally every single character in One Piece has the most depressing and sad life of all time. And the worst part is, no matter who you are, you're gonna be in danger. If you're a pirate, you're gonna have to fight both rival pirates and the Navy, and the Navy got some crazy weapons, lasers, explosions. If any mildly high-ranking Marine person pulls up on your crew, you're gonna have a hard time. And if you're a Marine, you're probably just gonna be used as fodder against some crazy strong pirate crew. Like, they'll probably just send you out there, and before you know it, you'll take a gun pistol to the face. And even if you're a civilian, you are not safe whatsoever. Some celestial dragon might take your ass as a slave, and if you piss them off in some way, they might just nuke your whole village, or worse, they might just nuke your whole country. Pirates are gonna kill you, the Navy will probably kill you for whatever reason. At best, some corrupt Marine officer will take advantage of you and your village by taking all your money and abusing you. That's like the best case scenario. So yeah, it would just kind of suck no matter what I do. However, what if I'm built different? Like, first I gotta survive my tragic backstory where my dog holds me at gunpoint and forces me to kill my family or some shit, and it turns out my dog was actually a government spy the whole time. Then I gotta get myself a crew, about 10 men will be enough, but it needs to be people that I know won't betray me. Then I get a good devil fruit, get a sick bow, and after that we'd be good to go. It would be smooth sailing, we will be thriving. I don't know, that's probably what it'd have to be, because again, I'm not gonna be a normal ass civilian getting absolutely abused, and there's no chance I'm gonna be a marine. So a pirate would honestly be the most appealing, especially because I will be able to feel one of my favorite aspects of One Piece, which is freedom. In One Piece, freedom is everything. You get to choose your path no matter what it is, no matter how dangerous it is, and no matter if people tell you it's impossible.
どこって
When I talked about Naruto, I mentioned that there wouldn't really be any goal. You would just be serving your country because the world of Naruto is so patriotic. But with One Piece, you get to be the captain of your own ship. You get to decide exactly what your goal is, what your dream is, and no one can stop you from following it aside from yourself.
コビーに一隻小舟をやれ。こいつは海軍に入るんだ。
And even if you die along the way, you'll die on your own terms, doing what you like. And you don't have to be a captain, just look at all the other Straw Hat members. Even though they all follow Luffy, every single one of them has a dream that they try to achieve. And there are endless things in One Piece that you can go out and do. You could explore islands, find hidden treasures and relics, hunt down the best devil fruits for your crew. You have the freedom to do whatever you want. But you'd probably end up dying the most gruesome death ever. As for Dragon Ball, the downsides should be pretty obvious. A dinosaur might eat you, Goku sneezing would probably cause a magnitude 5 earthquake, and the whole planet would probably explode every other year or so. I mean, just look at the Boo arc. This dude was killing everyone in the most disrespectful ways possible. There was like a new terror attack every hour, dude. Although I'm not gonna lie, dying in Dragon Ball is like low-key not even that bad. Like, it's actually pretty chill up there aside from the long ass line. Plus they're gonna wish you back pretty quickly anyway, so it's more like a short vacation. I mean, Goku literally offered to wish his grandpa back, and his grandpa was like, nah bro, I'm chilling up here, I don't want to go back. And of course there are tons of perks about the Dragon Ball world. Like, imagine being able to fly, imagine being able to shoot a Kamehameha. I know every Dragon Ball fan watching this right now has tried to do one IRL several times. Imagine doing one and it actually working. Now the issue is, being like an actual strong fighter, that shit would suck. Because if you're actually strong like Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan are, you're basically obligated to show up every Sunday to fight the next supervillain that's attacking Earth. And all of a sudden you have to fight one of the most important battles in history where the universe's survival rests on your shoulders. Like, no thank you bro, I'm good on that. But honestly that's fine, because to me, Dragon Ball isn't about being the strongest. It's about always improving and bettering yourself. Just seeking out Master Roshi and completing his training, competing in the martial arts world tournament and trying to win it seems like it would be a reasonable goal. And if you complete that goal, there really is no ceiling. You can keep going higher and higher and gain more and more power and people to fight against, because after all,
世の中上には上がいるもんじゃ。まだまだ強いやつはゴロゴロおる。
And there are so many other goals to fulfill outside of combat and strength. There are so many places to explore around the world, like Korin's Tower, or this underwater pirate base, this rabbit dude terrorizing a village. The world of early Dragon Ball has such an open world RPG feel where you just never know what you're gonna find next. And of course, there's the Dragon Balls themselves. As we see from the Peel Off and Red Ribbon arc, this is the perfect goal because you gain so many different things from it. You get stronger along the way and learn new techniques, meet new friends and companions, and get to travel the world. And at the end, you can wish for whatever you want, and I know exactly what I'd wish for.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
The feeling of constant progression, improvement, and exploration is something that I'm sure would feel incredible. Until some green bug guy shows up and sucks you dry. If I had to choose a winner, it would probably have to be One Piece. While there are a ton of downsides to living in the world of One Piece, probably even more so than Naruto, I think that's part of what makes the appeal of the upside so strong. Take Luffy for example, he doesn't want to find some big treasure or be famous, he wants to do the impossible. He wants to do what no one can do, even if it's dangerous. If it was easy and safe, it wouldn't be enticing. Finding pirate crew members that will actually stay loyal in the long run is very rare, but it's possible. Making it as a pirate in the world of all of these crazy powerful characters is hard, but possible. Visiting all of these different islands without dying is extremely difficult, but possible. And that's ultimately what made me choose One Piece. Goals. Humans need goals and dreams they strive towards in order to feel alive and not just exist. Long-term goals give structure to your life. It gives meaning to the repetition. Without it, you're just going through the motions again and again and again. Of course, Naruto has a huge goal he tries to achieve, but the only reason he has that goal is because of a deeply personal reason that came about due to his circumstances growing up, and that's why that story works so well. And while there are goals in Dragon Ball 2, like I mentioned earlier, they're not as clear-cut and a bit more abstract. In fact, a lot of the side characters in Dragon Ball give up on martial arts and just kind of start chilling instead. In One Piece, I will be able to choose my goal and journey 100% myself, meaning I can make it exactly as difficult as I'd want it to be, and that to me is the ultimate freedom.
それが俺の夢の果てだ。
I will say that Dragon Ball definitely was a close second place, especially so because the world building in Dragon Ball is so good. At least it was early on. Later it kind of falls off a little bit, so make sure to check out this video to find out how that happened.